Welcome back, time to newcomers alike, to the third episode of Apollo Justice Ace Attorney. Last episode we found out not only were there Olga, Shoddy Smith, and Phoenix in the room, but there was also somebody else. And this episode, maybe we'll figure out who that is. April 20th, 11:52, District Court, Defendant Lobby number 3.
That was quite unexpected, Mr. Wright. To suddenly claim there was another person in the scene of the crime like that. I must ask, is it the truth?
Well now, I think you'd know the answer to that.
Ah, being mysterious, are we? Sadly, I have no time for mysteries.
No, Phoenix Wright seems to be full of mysteries in this LP.
I'd only ask that you leave the defendant to your defense in the future. Otherwise, I cannot guarantee the outcome.
Can't guarantee the outcome. Ooh, shady Kristoph.
I see you haven't mellowed one bit, Kristoph.
Haven't mellowed out one bit, he's like the king of mellow.
Justice?
Yes, sir?
The judge has summoned me to his chambers, so carry on without me.
You did well, Apollo.
Can I ask you something?
Sure.
That locket you wear, is that really yours, Mr. Wright?
Ah, you're wondering about the victim's disappearing locket? Here, you can take a look at it. There's a picture of my daughter in there.
Wait, your daughter? You have a daughter. Phoenix Wright has a daughter, guys. Everybody, Phoenix Wright has a daughter. Ooh and ah. Who the freak did he bang? She's kind of cute. I'm just surprised to hear that you had a daughter.
Most people are. Perhaps you'll meet her one of these days.
Come on, guys, there's got to be a reasonable explanation. Maya's been gone for a while, and you know. One more question. The one who cheated that night, was it you?
What do you think?
Oh, I don't think it was you, for the record. Huh?
You know what happened 7 years ago. What I did?
Ah, plot thickens. Something happened 7 years ago that made him lose his attorney's badge.
That's not unreasonable for you to think that I might cheat.
I never, honest, but it is odd that he managed to go undefeated for 7 whole years.
Want to know something? There's only one game where you can be dealt bad cards all night and still win.
Mario Brothers. Just kidding.
Poker.
Aw, I thought it was Mario Brothers. Eh?
You see, poker's all about reading your opponent. In that way, it's a lot like a court case.
Poker is like trial law?
Figure out what your opponent is thinking, and you win.
Well, yeah, but that's harder than it sounds.
I think not. Try as they might to conceal it, everyone reveals their true thoughts in the end. Their body language can become a valuable source of information.
Ooh, foreshadowing. You're kidding!
That witness, for instance, Miss Orly. She would touch the back of her neck during certain parts of her testimony. Did you notice?
No! Come on, who noticed that?
Words, habits, twitches. It's all information for the reading.
This is how psychics work, I suppose.
That's the secret to winning, Apollo. Someone taught me, and now I pass the secret on to you.
Being mentored by Phoenix, right? Wow, this guy's freaking lucky. But I'm not worthy! I mean, there's no way I'll pick up on these signals.
No, you can do it.
Huh?
You just don't know it yet.
What's he talking about?
But you will, soon. Ah, I almost forgot. One more thing about this case. You should know, I haven't told the truth to anyone yet.
Of course you haven't, Phoenix. Like we didn't all expect that you were lying about something. What? I knew it!
I have my reasons, of course. All shall be revealed. And Apollo, I need you to be there, defending me.
Wait, Phoenix Wright needs Apollo of all people? He's a greenhorn, that's the bad sack.
I need your power.
Power? My, power? I had no idea my cords of steel were that special. I don't think it's your cords of steel, Apollo, just saying.
It's time. The real trial begins now. Do your best.
Here we go. The real trial starts now, to be continued for about another 25 minutes. Hardy, hardy, hard. Alright. So, of course we want to save. What else would we do in a part like this? The plot is thickening, and therefore we are saving. Aw, yeah. April 20th, 12:14, District Court, Courtroom number 2. Ay, gringos, mi pantalones. Count will now reconvene. The beard spy's a typo. Has our witness, Miss Olga O'Reilly, recovered?
Yes, Your Honor. She's regained consciousness.
Perhaps we can hear her version of the events again?
That's the thing. You see, she's quite fatigued.
You're looking a bit fatigued yourself, Mr. Payne. Wipe that sweat off your brow, boy, or I'll slap it off of you.
Sadly, fatigue is insufficient grounds for refusing to testify or prosecute. The defense would like to request that Miss Orly take the stand.
Very well. The witness will take the stand. Oh, she's back.
Perhaps you could repeat your name and profession? Or perhaps you'd rather admit that you're a poor liar and a poorer loser.
Ooh, burn!
Not.
Arr, she be a pirate!
Name's Olga O'Reilly. That's the truth. I'm a pro dealer.
Oh snap, Crab just got real. She's a freaking pirate now all of a sudden.
People call me Olga Quick Fingers O'Reilly.
Ah, the beard is aroused. Oh, really?
Wanna know something else? I'm not really Russian. And my last name sounds like O'Reilly.
And Captain Obvious award goes to...
There. That's the truth. I hope you're satisfied.
Dang, she's not even Russian. Her name sounds like O'Reilly. Witness, you will tell the court who you were really up to. What you were really... Witness, you will tell the court what you were really up to that night.
Fine, I'll talk. We had a plan, see?
Let me remind you that you are currently under oath, and no amount of piracy will take you out of that. Any further fabrications will make you walk the plank.
Fine. Like I said, I'm a pro. That guy, Smith, hired me to do what I do best. I was planted at the Borscht Bowl Club several days prior to the night of the game. As a waitress.
So you were in cahoots with the victim?
Not that he needed my help. Smith is a well-known poker player in some circles. But winning wasn't the main purpose of this game. It was about destroying a legend. The unbeatable Phoenix Wright.
So, he's a legend in the courtroom and a legend in the poker table, I see.
The plan was simple. Elegant, really. You see, we set up a trap of sorts. I was to plant a card in Wright's pocket beforehand. And then deal 5 aces during one of their games. When their hands were revealed, Smith would call him out and search Wright.
Ew. I hope he's not going in his pants there, because that looks pretty nasty. That's the kind of stuff you see in prison, guys.
He would then pull out the planted card and a trap would snap shut.
Shady Smith activated Phoenix Wright's trap card.
Exposed as a cheater and losing on top of it. It would have made a great double play. Just like that, the legend would be dashed to pieces.
Indeed. Getting caught red-handed at cheating would cast doubt on all his prior wins.
A 7-year legend destroyed by one little card. That was the plan.
Oh really, Orly? How droll.
Okay, can we really stop making really puns? Really?
But it appears you made quite the mistake.
A mistake?
I agree the trap was elegant. Yet, what happened to that planted card?
Hey, that's right!
He's lucky. I'll give him that. You'd have to be to slip free from a trap laid by Olga Quick Fingers O'Reilly.
Oh, really? Well, I wish everybody would stop saying that, really! The witness would be much cuter if she dispensed with the evil mastermind stick.
Cute? Who wants to be cute?
Obviously not you.
I'm not cute. I'm bad. You hear me? Bad!
Arr, I be bad, ye landlubbers, arr! When you're through being bad, perhaps you could testify to the court. Oh, the bear just burned you. Tell us about this trap, and how it was sprung. The best laid traps.
That night, I planted the card like I was supposed to. And Wright lost the last hand, just like he was supposed to. Then Smith searched him. But the planted card was gone. The trap failed. The next moment, Wright picked up a bottle and swung it. It wasn't me who hit Smith. It was that no-good cheating defendant.
Hey, don't call Phoenix Wright no good or cheating. A surprisingly frank testimony that still leaves us mostly in the dark. And who's Frank? Somebody I should know about?
The trap was perfect, I tell you. Perfect! If that rotten cheater hadn't messed it up.
Look who's talking! Well, the testimony, for what it's worth, is all yours, Mr. Justice. Good luck with that. Ugh. With witnesses like her, who needs criminals? I much prefer pirates to criminals. And with defendants like Mr. Wright, who needs prosecutors? I much prefer... I can't think of a pun for that. Darn you, brain. The best laid traps. Let's see here. That night, I planted the card like I was supposed to. And Wright lost the last hand just like he was supposed to, then Smith searched him. Planted card was gone. The trap failed. Next moment, Wright picked up a bottle and swung it. Let's press. The card disappeared?
Yeah, my trump card, the 5 of hearts. Gone, without a trace. Poof, Zippo. We searched every nook and cranny.
And Phoenix Wright's panties. Oh, wait.
Even inside his cute little hat.
And his panties. But the card was nowhere to be found, is this correct?
Never in my long storied career, never has Quick Fingers O'Reilly been so readily duped.
Oh, really? God, I wish people would stop saying that. So what happened to that 5 of hearts?
Don't look at me. Why don't you ask that cheating, lying, two-faced defendant?
So the 5 of hearts is still missing in action. Don't say. Next moment, Wright picked up a bottle and swung it. It wasn't me who hit Smith, it was a no-good cheating defendant. Why do you say that? Let me ask, how's your eyesight?
Just who do you think you're talking to?
I be talking to a pirate that needs to walk the plank.
They don't call me Quick Fingers for nothing.
You can make a lesbian joke out of that, but I don't think I will.
I'm a pro, which means my dealing's pro, and my eyesight is pro.
Honestly, she'd have to be as blind as a bat to miss something in that small room.
Yeah, but Mr. Wright didn't have a motive to hit the victim. Different personality, but the same testimony.
I believe you have her where you want her, Justice. The circumstances have changed, yet her testimony has not. That means...
There's gotta be a contradiction in there.
Quite.
I'm sure there is. That night I planted the card like I was supposed to, and Wright... Okay. Have we discussed... I believe we discussed the values of the chips, so let's present. Okay, that's not it. Let's just press this then. So, everything went according to plan?
Exactly. The 5th ace came up, so it was obvious the switch went off without a hitch. Once the extra card was found in his pocket, Wright would be forever known as a cheat and a fraud.
There are worse things to be known as, I suppose, like the bad dinner. Tell us what happened with the search. Just gonna freaking press everything, I don't care. The card disappeared?
Yeah, my trump card, the 5 of hearts. Gone, without a trace. Poof, Zippo. We searched every nook and cranny. Even inside his cute little hat.
Oh wait, we went through this part already, didn't we? Can I, fast forward? I don't know. But the card was nowhere to be found, is that... Okay, there we go. That's how I fast forward. Darn it. Sorry, I didn't realize I'd gone through that part already. Okay, Wright picked up a bottle and swung it. We haven't pressed that yet. Wait, isn't that a little odd?
What's odd?
You searched Mr. Wright thoroughly and found nothing? Which means he didn't cheat. Which means he had no reason to strike the victim.
Well...
Whoa! Holy crap, I'm on acid. What was that just now? My acid's kicking in. I sense something. Something wrong, Mr. Justice? Is that acid I spy? That's illegal. No acid, Your Honor. What to do? Should I press her a little harder? Yes, press harder. Just kidding. Miss O'Reilly, you're hiding something.
What are you talking about? You!
Angry pirate.
Me? Quick Fingers O'Reilly? Hiding something?
Objection! The defense will refrain from baseless accusations.
I have one question for the witness then. You say you saw the moment the defendant hit the victim? Is that true?
Of course it's true. I did see it, honest. I saw it when Wright hit him.
Oh my god, the acid's kicking in again.
With my own eyes, I saw it.
What's this weird vibe I'm getting?
That witness, for instance, Miss Orly. She would touch the back of her neck during certain parts of her testimony. Did you notice?
Touching her neck, was it? Oh, dang. Holy crap, what are we doing? Good God. We are on super acid right now. This is like super psychedelic 60s acid. Wow, what's going on? I'm like in the 70s or something. This sensation, it's coming into focus. There, that twitch, it's so clear. Oh, I love drugs. It's like I could perceive her habit like I couldn't before. Perceive with the drugs. Gotcha. Oh yeah. Miss O'Reilly, perhaps you are unaware of this yourself?
Unaware of what?
The fact that I'm on drugs. I mean, whenever you get to a certain part of your testimony, you touch the back of your neck with your left hand. Bow chicka bow wow.
My neck? So what?
What indeed, Justice? I hadn't noticed anything of the sort.
Well, stop touching yourself and I won't ask about it. Just kidding. When she says that part of the testimony, she's subconsciously recalling something. Her body reacts to the memory and she touches her neck. I'm sure of it.
A memory? Would someone care to explain to me what he's babbling about?
This is highly unusual, but let's ask the defense. You claim the witness is remembering something. Maybe you have evidence of this memory to show us? Her habit is scratching her neck whenever she talks about the moment of the crime. So, what would remind her most of the moment of the crime? Miss O'Reilly, whenever you recall the crime that night, you scratch your neck. I've noticed it happens when you think about the moment of the crime. There must be some reason behind this habit of yours. I believe the weapon that left an inerasable impression on your neck is this. That's a good question. What is it? Bottle? Whenever she talks about the moment of the crime, she touches her neck. Wait. So what does the bottle have to do with her neck? That's what I'm confused about. That's why I thought it wasn't the bottle in the first place. And what reminds us more of that moment than this bottle, the murder weapon? But something doesn't fit. If you were only the witness to the crime, why would that make you touch your neck like you're in pain?
What's he talking about now?
It was Mr. Smith, the victim, who was hit. Not you!
Objection! This is a cross-examination, not a cross-wild conjecture. The witness's habits? That's completely irrelevant.
Justice, I'll admit I'm a bit confused myself. This is certainly a unique cross-examination.
I'll explain later. Just trust me. Now's our only chance to break her. I'll break you. Miss O'Reilly, please testify in detail about the moment of the crime. The very moment. Because I will break you. If he dies, he dies.
I am knowing nothing.
Wow, she's reverting back to her coat form. I think we've already broken her almost. We know you're not Russian, derp. The witness will testify, please, now. Not with being Russian. She's wearing a bikini.
Ah, fine.
He's the one who did it. I didn't let him out of my sight until the cops got there. Who? You seem uneasy.
You try sitting up here.
Her eyes are darting all over the place. I must be getting warm. Tell me, after the crime, what was the defendant like?
Well, he must have been stunned by the weight of his crime. He sat in a daze at that table. Until the cops came.
Intriguing. I believe you've gotten all the testimony you're going to get out of this witness.
Okay, I think I've already
So,
seen this.
What do you think
bit of
about
text,
her
haven't you?
testimony?
I'll tell you what I think. Her testimony is flawed, of course. It is basically bogus. It contradicts the evidence.
What's that?
Well, show us this evidence, Mr. Justice. The evidence that you claim contradicts the testimony. She didn't let him out of her sight until the cops got there. I know there's some evidence that contradicts that. Probably the fact that the victim's hand is missing. This, Your Honor, is the evidence that contradicts her testimony. Well, Mr. Payne, we're obviously wrong, so load state. Alright, it's not the victim's hand. Oh, maybe it's the victim's chips. This, Your Honor, is the evidence of nope, it's not the chips. Alright, what about the cell phone? Or maybe the missing hat? Miss O'Reilly, we have a record here that clearly contradicts what you said. Oh, okay, so what's that? It states that the police were alerted by a report from the defendant. And we know that the defendant left the room, climbed the stairs, and made that phone call from the first floor of the Borscht Bowl Club. So, explain how you kept your eyes on the defendant when he left the room entirely. Holy crap. No, she's not even catching her
The man
food.
who picked up a bottle and swung it that night wasn't the defendant.
Ooh, back to the spiderwebby room again. Showdown time! You dirty cheat! Check his pockets, now! It's gone! The card's gone! You lose. Ah! Good day, sir!
Just then, Smith grabbed the bottle from next to Wright. And he hit me.
He abused a woman? You! Some master of cheating you turned out to be!
When I came to,
The victim was already dead, is that it?
that's why I couldn't reveal who I really was. If it came out that I was in league with Smith, I'd be a suspect for sure.
Well, where does this leave us?
Madness! This is madness! I'm dreaming! It must have been me who was hit with a bottle, and I'm imagining all of this!
It appears our prosecution is at his wit's end, and frankly I can't blame him. And I can't blame Winston Payne for thinking he was hit with a bottle because of the low amount of brain cells he has. What a stupid head. Mr. Gavin, what do you think about this turn of events? He thinks about dots, apparently. Mr. Gavin? Sir? Why are you dotting?
I believe that, as the defense in this case, we are compelled to call Miss Orly a big, fat liar.
Oh, dang! Jury!
What?
3 were in the room the night of the murder. The defendant, victim, and her. And she has a motive.
Your motive?
Her plot foiled. The witness got into an argument with her client, Mr. Smith. And the denouement of that argument was murder.
What? I didn't! I'm no killer! It's a trap. Someone's trying to frame me.
It's a trap! Ooh, Wright's back.
What tangled webs we weave when we practice to deceive.
Wright's back and quoting literature. That's awesome.
So tangled, we catch ourselves in the process.
Dang right. Preach, preacher. Mr. Wright! I love that piece of literature. It's as old as me.
Such a hasty conclusion. That's not like you, Kristoph, Gavin.
What are you saying?
Why not consider the other possibility? That there was another person in the room at the time of the murder.
Right. Like Mr. Wright was saying before recess.
A single card was swapped into the victim's hand after the murder. And the one who swapped the card didn't know 2 colors of cards were being used. A 4th person.
Objection! Ha! This theory again? Your 4th person doesn't exist.
I think you lack imagination, Mr. Payne.
Indubitably.
That's why I decided to bring this case to court. Here, where there's no escape and no chance for deception. The perfect place to catch the real criminal.
The real criminal?
And we're in luck. A clue to the real criminal's identity was kindly provided for us. And right at the beginning of the trial, no less.
What?
Apollo, perhaps you know what I'm talking about?
Sorry.
Remember what I said. The 4th person who swapped the cards made one critical error.
He or she wasn't considering the color of the backs of the cards.
Right, but how could such an obvious mistake occur? The cards used for the last game were red. Yet, there's one person here in our court who thought those cards were blue.
The cards are blue! That's a Liar Liar reference, by the way. Yeah, I had that impression too, but why?
Well, Apollo, think you can figure out who it was?
There was a giant spaghetti monster, I don't know.
It's not me. I swear.
No, it was definitely Winston Payne. Lock him up, guys. We'll never have to see him again. Who is this 4th person? And it better be you, Winston Payne. I've been trying to lock you up for ages. Why do I always get put on the spot like this? Why is Winston Payne such a failure?
Let's hear what the defense has to say. Who was it? Who thought the cards used in the final game were blue?
That person happens to be... We'll find out next episode.